Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder, and I have another AITA story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for not letting our daughter move back home? My husband and I have 3 children. 25 female, 16 male, 13 female. Our oldest moved out 3 years ago with her boyfriend and got an apartment. They were together 4 years before that, so it wasn't like she ran off with some guy she just met. We supported her decision. She was old enough and working full time. The issue is rent in our area has more than doubled on average since. Their landlord raised the rent 40% in the span of 3 months, and they couldn't afford to stay there anymore. The issue is they weren't exactly swimming in cash before that. They don't really have enough for first, last, and security with the market, not that there's much anyway in their price range. Their plan was to move in with the boyfriend's parents for a few months while they figured stuff out and saved up, but they won't let her come with. So they proposed an idea. She moved back in with us, him with his parents, and they'd save up and be gone in 6 months tops. The issue is me and my husband don't feel that's appropriate. She's an adult now, and she needs to learn to take care of herself, not relying on handouts from her parents. She offered to pay rent, but we would only do that if she agreed to pay the market average plus her share of utilities, which would mean she couldn't save up like she wants to. Because we aren't doing that, she's been forced to share a 2-bedroom apartment with 6 other people, some of whom she finds sketchy. I feel for her, but I still think it's her responsibility. At this point, she doesn't call much anymore, and I'm worried this may have impacted our relationship. Well, you don't say. What? I am 87 levels of confused right now. Okay, they don't think it would be appropriate for her to move back home because she needs to learn to take care of herself. Here's the problem, Mom. They had a plan to be able to take care of themselves, but that plan required some parental assistance with letting them stay in their respective parents' homes while they saved up. Boyfriend's parents are willing. You are not. So you are actually the one standing in the way of her being able to execute a plan that they designed to be able to be self-sufficient. It doesn't just happen. There has to be some kind of preparation for it, and you're stifling it. You're actually making it worse. So now she's in some sketch crack house apartment, sleeping on the floor with who knows what going on in this 2-bedroom apartment with 6 other people, some of whom she finds sketchy, because you're what, trying to teach her a lesson? Is that the lesson that you want her to learn? Is that the lesson that you want her to know, that if the choices are to stay in a crack house or home, you're going to send her to the crack house? Because that's what she's learning right now. I think she's learning that she can't rely on you to, I hesitate to say help, because it is helping her. It would be helping her to let her stay there because she'd be able to save up to be able to be self-sufficient later on. But it's like you're not doing much by letting her take up space there. And sure, there would be some extra utilities used by her having the lights on and taking a shower and stuff, but you're not going to be out a huge amount of expense. I mean, if she's providing her own food, and if she at minimum, pitched in a little bit for utilities, and that was it, you'd be offering a lot of help, but you'd still be compensated for your increase in cost. But that's not the way you're looking at it. You're saying that she's 25, she should be able to stand up on her own 2 feet. She should be able to fail herself. And I understand as a parent wanting to let your kids fail and learn. However, you have to look at this ecosystem that has been set up here because you described it in great detail, that there's really no hope for them. That is the way that you described this situation. So, in this system where there isn't much hope for them, what are you going to do? It doesn't matter that she's 25 years old, she's still your child. How are you going to help? Are you going to help by teaching? Or are you going to help by providing physical assistance? What is this going to look like? Right now, it doesn't look like you are going to do anything. You are not going to provide any kind of assistance at all, not even by sharing wisdom, not even by pointing her to resources that can help. You're just saying, well, I guess you're screwed. I guess you're going to have to go live in that crack house with 6 other people and sleep on the dirty carpet. I don't know that that's what a mom is supposed to do. I think there are a lot of comments in here that talk about, a kid doesn't stop being your kid when they turn 18 or when they move out of the house. Your kid is your kid for life. And they look to you as parents for help well beyond that 18-year mark. You've got to be able to help, if nothing else, teach, share wisdom, help them figure a situation out. Even if you're not providing direct assistance, help them figure it out. There are so many other options that could have been executed on here, but just chose not to. And that, my dear, makes you an asshole. Where on the ascon scale does it put you? Well, pretty much everybody knows the ascon scale by now, right? Sure. Maybe I'm just in a spicy mood tonight, but this feels like an ascon 1 offense. OP, mom, for not providing any assistance whatsoever, even encouragement or wisdom, or pointing to resources, or doing anything except for saying, well, 25 should be able to figure it out on your own. You are an ascon 1, mom. You've got to do something because she's your child. Even if that something is just like, we're going to allow this, but there's some stipulations when you come stay here, like you're not going to get your old room back, whatever. Contribute X amount for the utilities increase. Whatever, figure something out. There are so many ways that you can help, but just chose not to at all because you don't think it's appropriate. Do you think it's appropriate for your daughter to be sleeping in a 2-bedroom apartment with 6 other people because you wouldn't let her come back home? Is that appropriate? To an ASCon 1, maybe. What do you guys see here? Of course, our opinions are shaped by our life experiences, so I am eager to hear what you have to say here. Leave it in the comment and let me know, please.